The bogus PNP Rise United are ungrateful to Dr. Saphire Longmore. Instead of hating the doctor for the diagnosis, they should take the damned prescription. Whether you like it or not, Mark Golding head no good, and Lambert Brown, I give the doctor Cassie chew she talk. Hello again, my people. It's Skywalker. I have something to say about this burning debate. I want to keep drilling this truth about the truth. Knowing how to accept it will only make you a better person. You will become stronger, Lambert. So stop having heart attack over it all day. I always say truth has no regard for sentiments or emotions. It cares not about how you will choose to feel about it. It is not biased. You might not like to agree with it, but it remains unquestionable. Sometimes when you give damned trouble, you just get in everybody's way. And eventually, someone who you keep offending will have to tell you the truth and hope it will heal the problem, but not with the Rise United PNP. No, sir. The PNP will always hate the truth and prefer the lie, especially with Mark Golding as their leader. In a recent parliamentary session, Dr. Saphire Longmore, a government senator and psychiatrist, so she is qualified. She raised concerns about opposition leader Mark Golding's mental capacity to lead the country. And yes, it was long overdue for somebody to say, because mad sick head no good. And even I could see the madness, much less a psychiatrist. From here to Canada to America, a pure lie and madness the man do. Mark Golding is the only politician who banned London and Jamaica one time. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. During her State of the Nation presentation, Dr. Longmore questioned Golding's judgment and decision making abilities, referencing a controversial incident where Golding was photographed holding the chains of a black man in bondage during a skit, or what they call a skit, at a party rally. This incident had previously sparked widespread condemnation, but the dirty sellout media only glanced over it so that it would die out. Dr. Langmore's comments led to a heated exchange in Parliament, with opposition senators accusing her of dishonesty and manipulation regarding race. You know, all the blame was on her now. The debate highlighted the deep political divisions and the contentious nature of the upcoming elections. But the irony is that the situation itself is a delicate racial issue where you cannot blame the complainant. If there was any tinge of racism involved, it would be by the hands of the perpetrator, Ma Golding himself. However, the big joke is that even after she questioned his ability to make good decisions, he went to St. Anne's to introduce a new political candidate in what was to be a decent settings where even decent people could feel welcome. And he turned it into a succumada concert, hinting you at where lies his comfort zone and why he is not fit to lead a country. In other words, mad sick head no good. And it was such an ungrateful moment in Parliament. The Honourable Lady stood up and explained the rightful concerns about Mark Golding, who once was in Parliament saying brrr, 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 like someone who didn't get his medicine. Instead of thinking, okay, let us thank this sweet and kind woman for her generous input, the PNP chain gang members in the house attacked her. Lambert Brown seemed like he wanted to demand a cussing match, but the lovely lady was too decent for it. This was not a popcorn Sokyomala performance, it was a parliament, and she is decent. She, as an adult, knows how to make good decisions. Unlike Rise United, Lambert Brown, who stood up and attacked her, she refused to go to the mud with the PNP mudslingers. So Lambert Brown seemed to have one cross eye cutting at her, unbefitting of a man. And this woman was so decent. She not even tell him, say, cutty eye can't cut me in two. It is the difference between the comrades and the Laborites. One party is practical and the other doesn't like the truth because they are always hiding their lies. Truth expose lies, right? However, people must learn to accept it. Lambert Brown was wrong to be cutting one eye at her and not accepting the truth. Then suppose Lambert went to an honest ophthalmologist one day and she tells him, Lambert, you have a problem with one of your eyes. Would he cuss her out? Is it the fact of the circumstances or is it the truth's fault? Huh? What is it? We must learn to be practical, and every time these immature Rise United people do something and it backfires, they blame the JLP, especially Andrew Holness. The PNP is in dire straits and won't even admit it to themselves, much less to the country. They are a party led by incapable people. They are embarrassed when bright people are around them. They are scared that people will find out how dunce they are. They don't want to say they can't be bright enough to make a manifesto. They say that Brogard will thief it. They felt they had to get rid of Lisa Hanna. Can you imagine Lisa Hanna and their case all day like the goodly Dr. Longmore? How on earth has the PNP come to this? I am suggesting this again. The PNP needs to put the election on the back burner and concentrate on rebuilding and recruiting. But they cannot stay down there in settings. They cannot stay down there in junker settings and expect to create a party that is compatible with a decent and civil society. No, sir. It won't work. If they continue that way, they will continue having Sokyomada stage shows instead of decent political meetings. This is something you can bet your last dollar on because mad sick head no good, and it is what it is. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.